This is Lord of Mafia, aka Rogan Azarine, and in today's video, I want to talk about why good men don't socialize or date anymore. And I want to shout out Xavier Homestead for this video. Shouts out to you, man, and the rest of you guys tuning in. But without further ado, let's get into today's video on this holiday today. And I won't be calling it Thanksgiving. I'll just say Happy Darkness Giving to you all because that's what we're always seeing, darkness. But let's get to the video. Now, being a good man in today's world, you're going to notice that you're going to attract a lot of bad people to you and a lot of bad experiences to you because that's just the way it is. The more good you are as a person, the more honorable, the more respectful, the more dignity you have, the more golden your heart is, you're going to tend to attract all of the predators. You're going to attract a lot of traumatic experiences because that's how this world is set up psychologically, is to tear you down when you're a man that's of a good stature. And just socializing with people as a good guy, there really is no point to it. It's really the most worthless thing you can do. Now, you might meet some people to where they seem cool and you're talking with them. It might be some buddies that you just met from work or something like that, or if you're still in school, college, for example, if you're going to classes, you could team up with some guys and talk to a few of them that might be cool with you. But overall, it's really just a waste of time when you look at it for what it is, because I look back on all the people I even talked to back in high school, heck, college, even to throw in elementary. I talk to none of these people anymore. It's like they're non-existent, and that's what you really have to get through your head and understand. People overall are going to be disappearing from your life because you really don't have anything to offer them entertainment wise. You give them no thrill of nothing they can use you for. And that's what people hate about you when you're a man that can't be exploited and can't be used. This is exactly what they hate about you. And when they see that they can't get over on you on any aspect, then they'll just resort to shaming you. They'll resort to trying to bully you or something like that, tease you, ridicule you. And they'll only try to exploit you through the means of ruining your reputation and just ruin your overall quality of life, man. So this is why it's worthless for a good man to socialize, because you're not going to get anything out of it. I can guarantee you that. Because a lot of men who still have this foundation of some of the niceness, the kindness that they're still exuding out is going to get them somewhere. They're just naive and they're being quite foolish because they're going by a moral literature that is pretty much obsolete in the modern world of 2025. I mean, you have to look at reality for what it is. If you aren't getting results by being the same type of guy, if you aren't getting anywhere, then it's time to do a whole new 360 to where you become a different person. That doesn't mean become a horrible, just estranged person from everyone. It just means that you need to become more closed off and guarded. You have to be very hyper selective on who you are giving your time to. And quite frankly, you really shouldn't be giving your time to much as hardly anyone, because pretty much a lot of people, they're just a come and go restaurant food. Like, these people were never meant to be in your life, and you will always be better off without them because they never offered you anything to make your life better. And this is what it's also all about. What type of quality does this person add to your life, whether it's socializing or even on the topic of dating, man? Like, these girls nowadays, if you're a good man, they're not going to offer you much. The only thing you're going to get offered is a bunch of issues, heartbreaks, a bunch of self-doubt, a lot of self-disrespect, a lot of wanting to chase after someone's validation who never wanted you in the first place, and they're just ghosting you and playing games with you. That's what you have to look forward to when you're a good man that's trying to date in today's modern world. You know, heck, I should say trying to even attempt, because 98% of the time, especially in the West, man, you're going to get rejected instantly just like that. If you do not have the whole looks, money, status thing, which is regurgitated at this point, but it's obvious, right? If you don't have all of those things, then you're not going to get anywhere really. And even when you have all these things, it's futile, it's repetitive, it's never meant to work out. Because the very core of human nature is to be self-destructive. And a lot of people don't want to admit that because they're too soft, they're too baby to just admit that. But that's the very essence of human nature, is to be self-destructive. Why do you think, especially on the topic of being a good man, right? Speaking to us, right? Why do you think as a good man it's so hard for you to accept concepts like this and fully embrace them? Why do you think you always desire something and want it? No, it's not just because of social conditioning and because of the world that you're now living in and the way you were brought up. It's because your body, your very mind, your very biology is geared towards putting you towards more suffering and pain. That's what it's geared towards, because the more you sit up and you keep wanting to go after things that you know you can't have, then you in essence are, you're really promoting a lifestyle to where you like being punished and tortured. I mean, that's how dark this gets. I mean, this is a very just endless rabbit hole of a lot of pain and catastrophic ideologies that are just meant to destroy your mind as a good man. So when you are a man that's trying to socialize or date, you're really just wasting your time, because majority of the time you're not going to find anyone who is worth your time in the first place. And these people overall, they really don't even find themselves to be all that or worthy of anything. And that's another thing you have to look at. What type of people are you talking to? Like, what type of quality people are you coming across? And this is something that I had to externally and internally look at, right? Is what type of people are you coming across and what type of people's attention are you attracting genuinely? And if you are attracting people that are inducing more trauma in your life, if they're trying to get you in trouble all the time at work, if they're gossiping about you, if your family wants nothing to do with you, man, then it's pretty much it's over for you in socializing and dating as a good man. And you need to be rock hard and solid on your own and set up your own foundation of a life you want to live for yourself. You know, from now on, you need to be looking at how you're going to have the advantage and somewhat try to get ahead the best way you can from your interactions with people. And you should never be trying to feel any affections from your interactions with people. It should be strictly coldly transactional, and it should be robotic. It has to be a pattern to it, a synchronicity to where you're like a robot, a Borg with bolts, to where number 7 of 9, this is your administrative designation. That's just how it has to be when you're trying to pursue something or socialize with someone. Or man, it's done for you even more. And that might sound sad to say, that might sound very animated, very lifeless, but this is how the modern world is to its essence. It's lifeless, it's artificial, it's very dull, it's very draining of all hope. That's just how the modern world is for a lot of us good men. We're always fighting a war inside with ourselves, and then we have to go into the real world to where we're expecting people to socialize with us in a polite way always and be on our side somewhat, but we really don't understand that everything around us is pretty much is destined to go towards the way it's towards to go, because you can't rearrange how you're destined to be treated. You can't rearrange how you're destined to feel inside. I mean, these are things that you inherently have to learn how to live with if you're going to stay on this planet. So when you look at how good men are treated in this society, they're treated like the waste bin. They're treated like disposable little rotten foods. And that's just how us good men are treated. because a lot of this world, it glorifies men that are on the darker side of life. It glorifies the tyrants. It never induces any type of wonderful experiences hardly for good men. And even when you seem like you have it all together, you have the good physical appearance, you have the money, you have the notoriety behind you, you still cannot depend on or trust anyone, because you already know that people are just looking at you as a glorified light show. And the people that you think that are for you right now, they're going to be gone from your life a day from now, a few weeks from now, a year from now, but just give it time. Or heck, even an hour from now, they might just decide, I don't want to talk to this guy anymore. You're not doing it for me. And this especially is the case with dating. You know, a lot of these girls say a lot of men are not it. They're not worth their time. The standards are through the roof. And that's just the nature of the mating process as well. It's a very dark and bleak process. And it shows you already is abnormal and unnatural to even socialize or date as a good man in the modern world of 2025. Because if you're going to do these things, then you should see some type of reciprocation. You should see some type of effort from the work that you've put in, from trying to work on yourself socially, becoming a better person in going after your career, trying to be more seductive. You know, you would think that these things in a realistic, rational sense would actually work, but this is what a lot of good men don't understand. Life is hardly rational when you look at how we've evolved, when you look at how people have different philosophies that are so bigoted and they're so biased, and they go against everyone around them to where they're hurting other people around them, man. I mean, it just shows you that our very biology, man, is unnatural, and wanting to socialize and date as a good man is become something that's very unnatural. I don't give a crap what anyone says, because you would see a good result from some of your interactions with people if it was actually worth it. But if you're not seeing any results, then that shows you already it's a complete waste of time. Quit living in a delusion and accept the reality for what it is. You're by yourself here, and that's all you have. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in comments section. I'd highly appreciate it. A little cold over here, man. Weather is went down. Brutal, man. And I'm out making this video. But you guys take care. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.